Hey, what is up, you guys? It's Silver Fang, and today I'm back with another video. So, as you saw in the title, today we're going to be talking about Chulainn Berserker versus Berserker Heracles. So, this fight. It's pretty interesting. Like, I had to do a whole bunch of research for it because I honestly didn't know which way we'll go. I'm gonna go into both characters, and but I'm gonna well, the majority of this video is gonna talk about how Cullen could possibly win, because that takes a lot more explanation than me just saying, "Oh, Heracles wins." You know, at the end, I'm gonna give you my opinion on who I think will win most of the time. But the majority of this video is gonna talk pretty much about how Cool could win. So basically, for this, I had to go I had to go read like multiple articles of God Hand, because like, as you know, like, any servant has a tough time going against Heracles. Any servant, to be honest, like really, like, in order to beat this dude, you gotta be like a really hard counter to him, or whatever. Like, this dude is like, his abilities, it will literally give anyone a tough time. Um, so I'm gonna be comparing a lot because I'm gonna be using his fight with Alter Saber as well, because that's a big point of comparison, and I'm gonna take a lot of points from that fight. So before we even get into their stats, let's get the big elephant out of the window, out of the room. I'm tripping. Let's get the elephant out of the room, which is Godhand, because a lot of you are gonna be like, well, how is Cool gonna overcome Godhand? And this is gonna come into my interpretation of what Godhand actually does. And to me, is that, sure, it says like he cannot be killed the same way twice, but it's pretty vague. But if we see in his fight with Alter Saber, he got killed with the same attack multiple times. Now, as I said in the beginning, like, I went and read multiple interpretations of God Hand, and this is what I came up with. And it is that God Hand works that you can kill a servant with the same you can kill him with the same attack, as long as the cause of death is not the same. I'm gonna explain myself. So what I mean is, you can stab someone with, like, you can kill Heracles with the same sword. Let's say, like, even with the same motion, the same strike. For example, you go with a forward strike with a sword, right? You pierce his heart, he dies. But you could also kill him again with that same motion, the same strike, but this time you hit his head, or you hit his another vital spot. It's the same attack, but you're killing him in different ways. And that's what I think the ability, and from the evidence that we saw against Saber Alter, I think that's what it actually means. Um, Now the thing is, like, most servants can't even touch this dude, can't even cut this dude, because they don't have an A class attack. Thankfully for Cool, he does. He has an A rank attack, an A rank strength. Now, the thing is, right? So as I said, that you can kill him twice using the same strike. So basically, what it is like, if you have A rank strength, you can kill him more than once using normal attacks, as long as you kill him in different ways. So, as we also saw this evidence from Gilgamesh, which pretty much killed them a whole bunch of different times, because using the same noble phantasm, which is Gate of Babylon, that is the noble phantasm, Gate of Babylon, but he's killing him in different ways. That's what I mean. Different weapons, different ways. Um, a strike that probably wouldn't be able to kill uh Heracles twice is something along the lines of like Gay Bulk, for example. Gay Bulk is an attack that once the spear is thrown, um, it pierces the opponent's heart. Uh, after the, well, it kind of, it is said that it reverses cause and effect, but Gay Bulk is not really a factor here, and I'm gonna explain why in a minute. But basically, Gay Bulk is one of those attacks that wouldn't be able to kill Heracles twice because it's the same effect every time. The spear is thrown and it pierces the opponent's heart. Now you cannot kill him twice the same way, you know. But something along the lines of like uh, Gate of Babylon that has so much different variation can kill him multiple times. So it's MES Unlimited Blade Works probably. Well, not probably because he did kill him a couple times actually. Um, Another servants that comes to mind, maybe someone like Oda Nobunaga with his guns can maybe, I don't remember what his stats are from the top of my head, like his strength, but I don't remember. But if it is A, like he might be someone that can kill him multiple times, you know. Sky Hot, she will have a tough time of it because Gay Bulk, like that's pretty much all she uses. But I don't want to get into other servants. For Scott, I will even, that's like a completely different video. But basically what I'm saying is, Ku can kill Berserker multiple times with normal attacks as long as he does it in different ways. Now let's get talking about, well, how many times can Chulainn kill him? Can he kill him multiple times? How many times? Can he kill him 12 times? Now let's talk about that. So in order to make this first point that I'm going to make, we need to compare the fight with, we need to compare Chulainn to Saber Alter. Now, if I'm saying that Saber was able to kill him twice using normal attacks, and by the way, I went to watch the fight back again, and I found she killed them at least twice with normal attacks. Now it is weird because like the leg thing was holding Heracles and whatnot, but she did kill him twice. So it basically proves my point that he can die more than once with normal attacks. Now, how many times can Ku kill Heracles? Well, as we saw right here, she has the agility. If we if some of you guys don't know, the numerical term for D is 20 and for A is 50. Now that's over twice the amount of agility. So technically we could technically say that Chulainn would be able to hit Heracles with over twice the amount of attacks that Saber did while inflicting the same damage, right? So I'm gonna pull up their stats right here so you guys can see them as well. Sorry, wrong one. There you go. So I'm gonna put up the stats right here. So that's basically where they're at right now. So as you saw right here, Saber has D agility and Chulainn has A plus. Now I'm not gonna use the A plus all the time because that's not a constant thing that happens. But in his normal A rank, he should be able to deal over twice the attacks that Saber has while dealing twice the amount of while dealing the same amount of damage, right? So technically, if we get technical with it, we could say that if Saber kill him twice with normal attacks, then Ku should be able to kill him 4 times, like 5 times, with normal attacks, like 5 times along those lines. If we take his his plus, well, with his plus, we could say that he could kill him one more, like an extra time. So he should be able to kill him 6 times using normal attacks, without using his noble phantasms. Because again, he should be able to deal over twice the amount of strikes that Saber Alter could, while dealing the same amount of damage. Now, at this point, you obviously know that I am highballing Ku. Like, I have to highball Ku, because if I don't, then this is not going to work, because it's complicated as it is to beat Heracles, period. But this is a way that Ku could win. So now we have 6 times already, right? Ku's Noble Phantasm. Ku's Noble Phantasm. And if you guys didn't know, he can't use Gay Bulk on Heracles. He can't. It's not gonna work. And the reason is because Gay Bulk is a B++. Now, the damage that Gay Bulk should be able to do is over A+, the amount of damage. But Godhand is really picky. Unless something is not A rank, like the A has to be there. It doesn't, like, I remember it was stated once that even if the attack is able to destroy the world, if it's not A rank, then it wouldn't harm Heracles. It is what it is. It's a gift from the gods. Like, like, it has to be A rank. Now, in his Lancer state, Ku is able to raise the level of its Gay Bulk using rune magic, but unfortunately, as a Berserker, he can't. And I looked into this as well, because a lot of you guys may think that he can use rune magic because he has an active healing skill, but I went to check it out, and the only reason why he's able to do that is because the skill is active. It's right here, rune magic. Let me see if I can pull it up for you guys. Okay, so it's right here. So basically, this is the B rank, and this is for Ku and Lancer. As you see, you don't even have to read it. As you can see right here, just from him being a Lancer, he gets all this extra stuff. And while in a Berserker state, like in this state, he can only use this spell exactly, and it's because the spell is automatic. He's not able to he doesn't have to consciously activate it. It's an automatic spell, and that's the only spell that he's able to use as a Berserker. The reason I think it is because it's been stated numerous times that in order to use magic, you have to be like you have to be really concentrated. So basically, that's why he's only able to use the healing spell. It's because it's a constant thing. He's not able to boost his Gay Bulk to A rank, unfortunately. And Godhand is really picky like that. Doesn't make sense, but saying otherwise would be pretty much going against the rules of Godhand, and I can't do that. But now his second Noble Phantasm is an A class, so he's able to damage Herc with this one. And the thing is, so this is an armor, and all it pretty much does is that it boosts his strength, and I'm gonna pull it up for you guys. It boosts his strength to pretty much EX. It's right here. It boosts his strength to pretty much EX. Now, EX does not have a numerical number, but we know that it's at least twice A rank. is at least twice A rank. At the very least, actually, at the very least, is twice A plus. Because if it wasn't, then, for example, somebody can go from A plus plus is the highest rank, and after A plus plus is considered EX. Now you can have an EX skill and not do as much damage as an A plus, but those that's are for different conditions. But EX is at the very least, twice A rank. And there was a graph that I saw. I should have saved it, but I don't remember what website was it that I saw it, which proves this, that ES is at least, at the very least, it could be a lot higher, but at the very least, it's twice A rank. So what does this mean? Well, this means that while his strength is boosted, right, he should be able to inflict twice the damage that he's already inflicting on Berserker. So if we said that in his normal state, without using this noble phantasm, is able to kill him at least twice, then we also need to say that while using this, if he killed him 6 times without it, with it, granted, this is a noble phantasm, and I'm pretty sure Ku can maintain this for that long, but with his strength being at the very least, double, and this in the game is like just a motion where he goes, attacks, and a bunch of gay bolts. But no, the actual noble phantasm is the armor. He gets an armor and his strength boost, and then he's able to continue attacking as normal. Now this is a noble phantasm, so maybe he's not able to maintain it for long, especially because his mana is only C class. So maybe he's not able to maintain it for that long. But in the amount of time that he has, and that attack that he's able to sprout gay bolts, that should take multiple lives if he hits Gil with oh my god, I'm saying Gil. If he hits Berserker with it. So basically I'm saying that with his strength double, it's fair to say that he should be able to kill him at least 6 more times. And why do I say 6 and not 12 with the noble phantasm? The reason is because every time Hurt gets killed, when he heals, he gets an immunity, a resistance to what killed him. So every time he gets killed by normal attacks, every time he comes back, he kind of gets a resistance against it. Like his resistance against normal attacks is gonna keep rising every time he dies. So technically we could say that just using his noble phantasm and his A plus agility, he should be able to kill him 12 times. And I think I made a pretty good case as to why, if Alter was able to kill him 2 times, then with an A plus, he should be able to kill him at least 6 times. And with his noble phantasm, which makes the damage that he inflicts double, he should be able to kill him 12 times. Now he needs that extra 6 because of the resistance that Herc builds up. So basically, he needs to be able to kill him at the very least, 18 times. Because in order to kill him 12 times, you need to fight against that resistance, So you need to be able to kill him a few more times than just 12. Because the damage that you're going to inflict is going to be less every time you hit him. I don't know if that made any sense to you. So basically, in order to beat Hurt, you need, if you're just going to use normal attacks, you need to be able to kill him more than 12 times on a regular. Because if you can only kill him 12 times with the same normal attacks, it's not going to work, because by the time you kill him 5 times, he already is going to have built up enough of a resistance where you're not making enough damage, But with Ku is different, because he's able to kill him multiple times um, and then increase his strength even further. You know, so basically, if Herc didn't have that that resistance gain that he does, Ku could probably kill him 12 times with his noble phantasm alone. But he can't, because of the resistance buff. He needs to be able to kill him at least at least 6 more times, and that's an estimate I came up with. This is obviously a lot of speculation because we haven't seen them go, we haven't seen them fight. And Godhand is a really complicated ability. You had to think really hard about this, and this is again going on my interpretation of God Hand, which is that that you can kill him more than once using normal attacks as long as the cost of death is different. And now this is where this scenario gets a little complicated, because in order for Ku to carry this out, he needs to fight an almost perfect fight. He needs to fight an almost perfect fight. And because, for example, if he tries to kill him once, right, and he sees that it doesn't work, and he immediately jumps into his noble phantasm, he's gonna be screwed, because he's gonna be able to kill him a few times, maybe 10, maybe 11 times, who knows. But once Herc builds up a resistance and he's not able to kill him with his noble phantasm, once he takes the armor off, if Herc builds that resistance to the noble phantasm's normal attacks, then his regular normal attacks are not going to do anything, you know. So like for this, he needs to fight an almost perfect fight, and if he uses the noble phantasm too early and it runs out on him, or Herc builds enough of a resistance to the point where the noble phantasm is useless, then Ku has nothing left after that, because as I said in the beginning, he cannot use Gabe. Like, Gabe Bulk won't do anything against Herc. So that is the problem. Like, he needs to fight an almost perfect fight, and that's hard enough because his sanity is a little shaken because of the mad enhancement. So it's kind of messed up. But the thing is, he should be able to kill him a few extra times, because mad enhancement boosts all this. Like, all this is boosted even further, so he should have a bigger strength than Saber Alter on a regular. So, because mad enhancement boosts all this, so it's not far-fetched to say that he can win, but the way that he needs to fight needs to be almost perfect, you know. And it's hard enough because of his sanity. Like, we don't see Ku think that much in his regular state, like use strategies and stuff. So it's even hard enough for us as fans to ask him to think clearly while in a Berserker state, you know. Like, he's not the strategizing type on a regular, so it's kind of pretty rough. Now, the thing is that I need to mention this. Herc, just because of his abilities, he should win. He should win the majority of the fights. If they fought 10 times, I say Herc takes six of them. But it's not impossible for Ku to beat him, you know. That's what I wanted to make clear, that it is possible for Chulainn to beat Berserker Heracles. He just needs to fight. He just needs to fight in a really good way. Like, remember, I didn't even mention mad enhancement for his abilities, and I think I proved that he can kill him more than 12 times while using these stats without any boost, you know. So he should be able to kill him more than even 12 times, because all of this is boosted by Mad Enhancement. And notice how I didn't use any feats from his singularity, because throughout most of those feats he was already being boosted, so I didn't want to use that. I wanted to focus and show you guys that he could possibly beat Herc without those boosts and just using the abilities that he has on hand. And hopefully you learned something about God Hand. I think my interpretation of God Hand is the correct one based on what we've seen, because if he, for example, something that will be really clear is that if he wasn't able to die by the same attack twice, then he shouldn't have been able to die against Gilgamesh, because Gilgamesh Noble Phantasm is Gate of Babylon. So technically he shouldn't, if he died once with Gate of Babylon, he shouldn't be able to die by anything that comes from Gate of Babylon. And even if we say that Gil is an exception, we saw Saber Alter kill him. She killed him twice with normal attacks and a few times with Mana Burst. So he literally dies with the same attacks multiple times in that fight. So it's clear that you need that you can kill him while using the same attack, as long as the cost of death is not the same. And I think that's the correct interpretation of it. If you have your own thoughts, please let me know in the comment section below. It'll be awesome. I had to do a lot of research for this, guys, so please like the video, please subscribe to the channel. If you can share it, that'll be awesome, that'll be amazing. But please tell me what you thought. If you think I made a mistake or anything, let me know. I'm more than happy to hear your criticism. Like, this took a lot of work, honestly. A video is coming soon where I talk about, and I gotta shout out one of my subscribers. He's the one that recommended it. I already have like well, let's tell you what the video is about. So a video is coming out where I talk about 5 people from the real world, or 5 people from now that should be servants. And I already have my 5 people. I have already given them their stats, their class skills. I'm working on their personal skills now, and I'm having a lot of fun doing it. So stick tuned for that. Please subscribe to the channel. This is I'm having a lot of fun. I think you guys are really gonna like them. I'm trying not to make them like too OP. I'm trying to keep them level. They're all gonna be like mid-tier servants, just because like I don't want, because literally I'm able to give them whatever stats I want, but I'm not trying to do that. I'm trying to make it logical, and they're all possibly gonna be mid-tier, because I'm trying to make it that way. I'm trying to make them well balanced, you know. So if you want to see that, please subscribe to the channel. I really appreciate it. Hit that like button. Please comment down below with anything you think I missed in this video. I think I covered pretty much everything. I covered Mad Enhancement. I covered and by the way, you can say, well, Herc's stats are also enhanced by Mad Enhancement. But remember, he already had the enhancement when he was fighting Saber Alter. So I don't really think the fact that he has Mad Enhancement is gonna make any difference in the way that I said this fight that this fight will play out. Also, you got to remember that Chulainn has that attack, where that ability where he's able to decrease the strength and agility of a servant. So the thing is that basically this will stay the same, because in the game it's said like Mad Enhancement increases the servant's physical parameters by like 12%, but in the actual novel, like the stats from the actual novel and the actual skills, it says that Mad Enhancement is a rank up. So it literally ranks up all of these abilities. So it literally goes one rank higher. You know, it's not like just 12% or whatever they use in the game, because the games is a completely different thing, because the games, it has to be functional. So basically, if you give Chulainn double the damage of A rank, he'll be OP as fuck, you know. Or if you give any berserker just like double the damage of whatever for example, Heracles has 8 plus strength. So if you were to give him, let's say he can do whatever damage it is that he does in the game, now you double that. And how you get, you know, you see what I'm saying? Like the game needs to be balanced, and that's why they come up with these numbers like 12%, 8%. But the actual skills says that mad enhancement is a rank up. So basically these abilities get ranked up, and Ku is pretty much able to bring them to normal with his attack. So pretty much Ku can beat him a whole bunch of times. I could say it could even be like half and half, honestly. But Hurt can definitely beat Ku as well. It's not a 100% Ku beats Hurt beats Ku. No, I think I proved that Ku is able to beat Hurt in certain scenarios. Now if Ku fights dumb, then Hurt is probably gonna beat him several times as well. Um, so that's pretty much it, guys. If you like the video, again, please like. There's a lot of work for this one, so thank you guys so much. And as I always say, have a nice day, and catch you guys in the next one. Please subscribe to the channel, and please hit the like button. Thank you so much. See you guys later.